Hello, welcome to my coaching. This is John Marime Coaching. Welcome to my channel. If this is your very first time seeing this face, this beautiful face from God, welcome. I am John Marime. I am an African American. And I say that because it's funny. I was born in the beautiful country of Kenya, born and raised there for 30 years. And then I moved 8 years ago to the United States. So I'm 38 years old. I love that. And I have had incredible success here in the United States. Success that I never had, might I say, back at home in Kenya. And this is in the corporate side of things. Okay, so I help ambitious professionals just like you to land your dream job, to make more money, and to lead fulfilling lives. Now, some of the things that I've learned the hard way, right, in my life is that number one, it is important to search for knowledge, because even the Bible says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. So I have been churning out tips, tricks, and I will be churning them out as long as I live in this world to those ambitious career professionals who would love to land their dream jobs as soon as possible, especially in today's market. So, okay, so we've tackled a couple of career myths, and today we are going to jump onto career myth number 5, because we've already done 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5, let's see. All right. So career myth number 5 is this one. Okay, I'm trying to make it make sense. Okay, here we are. Career myth number 5 says things will become clear by themselves eventually if I wait. All I need to do is just wait around for my career and things will fall in place. Actually, this is something that I heard as well when I was growing up quite a bit. When I was in my 20s, people just said, don't worry, things will just come together. Then I hit 30 and I realized things had not come together. And so I sought the services of a career coach who helped me to figure out what it is that I wanted to do. And yes, did I work in different things again after that? Yes, I went into finance. I worked in finance for, I think, 2.5 years to almost 3 years. And I realized that's not where I wanted to spend the rest of my life. And so I went back into my first love, which is technology. I'm a software engineer and I have an MBA in finance and international business. And I went back to my first love. I am an SME, a subject matter expert in the AI and cloud space. I work at Microsoft right now as a senior program manager, technical program manager, and I love it. I love what I do. It's impactful. I can do it in my sleep. I love people. I love solving problems. Exactly what I was put on earth to do. Now, previously, I've worked at ExxonMobil, the biggest oil and gas company in the world. I've worked at Amazon, at AWS as well. And I've had amazing time in those companies. And hence, I come to you as an authority to try and help you, because I remember how it felt like to wonder, what do I need to do to get myself to my next role? How do I switch from finance back into tech, right? How do I do these things? Now, you don't have to wonder. I'm here. I am taking on students for my July class. This is my Career Accelerator coaching program. I hope to see you there. I only take 10 students at a time. And so if you're one of those students who would like to work with me, I will link at the end of this video how you can work with me. You can book a coaching consultation call free of charge on my Calendly. I will link it there. I will also link a free how to interview like a rock star ebook that you can just click and download. If you have an interview coming up, this is going to be so helpful for you. And at the same time, I have an online Career Accelerator coaching course that is self-paced. You don't have to wait for me until July. You can take the self-paced option. I will link that as well. You can just go in, click on it, look at it, and hopefully you'll register on there and you will get those services as soon as possible, because it's exactly the same thing I will teach you. Now, that's not the point of this call. Let's talk about the point of this call, of this particular video. Sorry, not call. Okay, I'm just on calls a lot. All right. So again, there's the myth that if you just You're passive when it comes to your career. A lot of us are very passive. We think it will come to us. I'll give you an example of a client that I worked with that ended up coming and ended up working in, guess what? As a project manager. She's a software engineer, hated everything about software engineering, and just was so lost. And she kept saying, what we normally do, all of us, right? When we are dissatisfied at a role that we are in, we scour job, boards, and we go online and we look at a similar title in a different company and we want to go to that role. We think if we context switch from this company to the next company, then it's going to make it easier. It's going to make it better. No. Now, my client moved from a lower company and went to work for, guess what? Yeah, went to work for Amazon, one of the biggest companies, still in the same title as software engineer. She hated it. In fact, now the working environment at such a giant expects you to work 10 times harder. The pressure is 10 times harder. So again, if you're coming to work in the big, tech companies, remember the pressure is going to be harder. So if you're not passionate about that, you need to really stop and take stock and sit down and do self-search. And those are some of the things that I teach you in my coaching program, right? In my Career Accelerator coaching program. We have to sit down and figure out what's the next best career step for you. It's not about you just jumping in and starting to look for a particular role. You need to be laser clear that you're going to be happy. It's not just about money. It's about the environment. It's about your day-to-day quality of life. Do you enjoy? I hated finance. I am not ashamed to say it. I hated every single moment. Was I good at it? Yes. Because I'm smart. And I thank God for that. I am not bragging. I'm just saying God gave me brains. So I use them, right? Some people are talented in singing, in acting. That's not me. My brain is my talent. So yes, I excelled at it, but I hated every single moment. I hated it. And I realized I needed to change it. Otherwise, I was going to die of depression. So if you're sitting there, right, and you're wondering, you're hating your job, but you're looking at a similar role in a different company and wanting to go there thinking that that's going to be the solution, I'm here to tell you that that's not going to be the solution. The solution will have to be sitting really down and figuring out what you're passionate about. Explore. It's okay to explore. As you can see, I've worked in so many different industries. I've worked in banking. I've worked in nonprofits. I've worked as a warehouse manager. I've been homeless. Oh, by the way, that's a whole other story. I've done so many different things. I've worked in finance. I've worked in oil and gas. I've worked in tech again. I've done so many different things to kind of start narrowing down on what I'm passionate about, right? And so what I'm doing, I love it. And what I'm doing right now as a coach, I love even more. I know I was called to coach and to encourage and to give people a way out in life and to teach them the things that I've learned the hard way. I don't want you to do them the hard way. I want you to do them the easy way. Okay? So I am going to encourage you throughout my channel. You cannot afford to be passive when it comes to your career. You cannot take a hands-off approach and hope is not a plan, and hope that somebody is going to take the reins for you and figure out what you need to do. Your parents gave you some ideas, right, when you were coming up, and that was, of course, very nice because they gave you the advice that they could, given the tools that they had at the time. And so you need to figure out for yourself what you want to do. Your parents cannot do that for you. Society shouldn't have to do that for you. Society will tell you, go be a doctor, be in technology, be this. You probably want to be a dancer. You probably want to be a coach. You probably want to do something else other than what society tells you to do. So I want you to be bold. But for you to do that, you're going to have to search. You have to set your goals. You have to have a clarity on where you're going. Don't be afraid to try many different things. Okay? Do not just go and apply to another title in a different company. It's just going to be the same pain, probably 2 times over from what you had before. So if you're currently dissatisfied with your job, take a step back, think about, okay, what do I need to do next? I need to soul search and figure out what I'm passionate about. What am I good at? If you're in your 20s, 30s, doesn't matter. Try different things. This is the time when you can try. By the way, all through your life, you can try many things. I'm not going to put an age thing to this because I hate it when people put an age thing for me, because I've learned a ton of things and I'm still learning a ton of things. Okay. So it doesn't matter your age. Just try a bunch of different things. If you hate what you're doing, don't die there. Okay. And if you'd like to work with me, as I said, I will link all of my ways. I will link the free ebook. I will link how you can book a consultation call on my Calendly. I will also link my career accelerator online course that's already had helped thousands of people, so that you don't have to wait until I can personally coach you until July. So many ways that we can work together, right? And other than that, just follow my content. I'm gonna be here. Following really does help me to be able to reach so many different people, and it takes zero time, right? Just click, you'll see my content every other time, and I will see you. First of all, thank you for being here, but I will see you on the next video. Okay, bye.